Dzifa Gomashie is the MP for Ketu South, and she joins me on the phone for more on this. Good to have you on the show. Dzifa, you have been very vocal about the border closures. What do you make of the announcement by President Akufo-Addo yesterday that our borders remain closed until further notice?
Good afternoon. I find it very unfortunate and inconsistent with what he has been saying as ECOWAS chair. I have found on the internet His Excellency the President congratulating Nigeria for opening its borders with its neighbors in one of their virtual meetings as ECOWAS. And so his statements and his posturing in ECOWAS and that in Ghana are variants to each other. They are not consistent. And his latest, in his latest statement to the nation on COVID, I find that he admits that his decision to keep the borders closed in Ghana, he admits that he finds it, shall I paraphrase and say that he empathizes with us, but that's only in words. I think that his deeds must also go to prove same. I anticipated that if he was going to keep it closed, then in 2 years, he should have found a way in which he alleviates the suffering of the people along the border communities. He hasn't done that. Is that an admission of failure on his part? That in 2 years that the borders have been closed, and if indeed it is because of, should he not have taken a decision to assist the people? I find all these very unfortunate, and it's truly depressing to hear him say this at the back of a communique that I have read also, again from ECOWAS, saying that the borders will be open on the 1st of January 2022. So why is he saying this a couple of weeks before that date? What has changed? Why is the president treating those of us along the border communities like this? There's some level of insensitivity going on, and it is not appreciated. If you know that we are suffering, why are you continuously telling us that the borders are closed because of COVID? And yet, all the recorded incidents of COVID, from COVID-19 itself to the Omicron or whatever the name is, they entered this country through the airports. The airports are so open. So why is he not 2 years down the line to put in the necessary protocols to deal with COVID if it is the reason why he has closed the borders? I'm totally disappointed and devastated by this information that he released yesterday. I mean, it should have come, even if that is the case, it should have come with some consolation in terms of reaching out to the people who are poor in this country and who live along the border communities. Because as it is, if you have money, you can go to any country you want through the airport. But if you're poor and you can walk across to a country to find the daily bread, you can't do that. And he's not telling us what the people in that situation should be doing. Why is the safety net to catch these people before they fall? Why is the safety net?
Yeah, Honorable, yesterday in his address, one of the main reasons, of course, that he stated the border cities remain closed is to avert the further spread of COVID-19. And Volta region, for instance, is a border region. And then, do you not side with the president that this is a good initiative to actually avert further spread? Because yesterday, he mentioned Volta region as one of the 3 hotspots in the country alongside Greater Accra and then Ashanti region, where the COVID-19 is at its peak.
You see, therein lies the inconsistency. Therein lies the inconsistency, the admission that Greater Accra is one of the 3. Take a look at Greater Accra. What is he doing about containing COVID in Greater Accra? What is His Excellency doing? What has the people that he's put in charge of this country and who are paid, as I am, by the state's money to do a certain job? What are they doing about it? Take a look through your window in whichever in your studio and see how many wearing even face masks in Accra. How many of us are? Which protocol is being enforced in Accra? So important to enforce it only at the border communities. I find this punitive and it is not acceptable. The Excellency wants me to believe that indeed it is COVID. I live in Accra too. I straddle between the two constituencies, Adenta, and I live in Ketu South. I live in two constituencies. Who is paying attention to the people in Accra? It is Excellency saying that he loves those of us in the border communities more than the rest of you as in Accra.
Right.
Wherein lies the inconsistency?
Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Dzifa Gomashie. She is the Member of Parliament for the people of Ketu South.